Good evening, and welcome to another live stream with me, Games and Tea, and I'm Edward for Games and Tea, and I'm joined by 6 wonderful friends of mine to play some Dungeons and Dragons. Hi, Nocturnal Wolf, how are you doing? Hi, TK Clear, I will get that name right eventually. How are you all doing? How is everyone in chat? Welcome to this kind of, hopefully, we'll have to see, because I have also stuff planned in my head and I'm just trying to figure out when's a good time to enact it. But hopefully this kind of relaxed D&D session, you know, because, you know, a relaxed D&D session is always sometimes what you need, he says.
We
are not making me suspicious at all.
Oh, boy.
Yes, hi. We are here playing some Dungeons & Dragons. It's homebrew setting and campaign that I have dreamt up, and considering why the fuck am I doing this? Because I'm a GM and that's what GMs constantly stress about. But at the start of these streams, I usually have to do some announcements. The first of those is the fact I'm an affiliate with Fantasy Grounds. Fantasy Grounds is the VTT that we are using today and is kind of awesome and very, very, very intuitive to use as a GM. If you would like to support the stream but also get your stuff for Fantasy Grounds, you can click this link that's going to be appearing in the chat, or if you're watching this on YouTube later, in the description below, where the link will take you through to Fantasy Grounds, where you can get your subscriptions, your licenses, your D&D, Pathfinder, Starfinder, all the stuff that's on there. You can get that using the link there, and it doesn't cost you anything extra, but Fantasy Grounds says thank you to me for promoting their stuff, because, you know, I really like Fantasy Grounds is good. Fantasy Grounds is good. It's actually really useful. So yeah, that is a way to support the stream, as well as also get yourself Fantasy Grounds. Also, music is something that's something that you can hear in the background. That has been provided to us by Sirenscape.com. Fuck, that name is getting more and more difficult for me to say, I don't know why. But Sirenscape.com, TabletopAudio.com, Ian Grimm, Festian Studios, Alexander Crowder for Subtat Studios, and Travis Savoy from RPG Music Maker. Those folks are fucking awesome and wonderful, because without composers and musicians like them, we wouldn't have music that would be nice and straightforward to have as a background to these streams. So thank you to all them. There are miniatures as well dotted around the screen. I have to thank Heroforge, because Heroforge is also a very, very, very cool item, very cool website where you can make the images of your dreams, almost. It is a program, so it does have its limits eventually, but it's pretty good for what it can do.
They have a Kickstarter going on.
They have got another Kickstarter, yeah. Turn your model into a dice, which is nuts. Like, just nuts. Doesn't make sense to me. But anyways, yeah, Heroforge is awesome. They don't sponsor the stream at all, but we do have to thank them for allowing us to show off our artistic endeavors on stream. So yeah, thank you, Heroforge.
Yay.
I did those in the wrong order. I usually do them, so that kind of screwed me over. Oh yeah, YouTube. YouTube.com/@games_and_t, where you are, if you're watching this in the future, hi from the past. I hope that the future is much more bright than it is right now. It's kind of weird right now. So yes, but you can catch up on all the previous episodes of Scarlet Guard, Fortress Whimsy, The Hidden Worm, the Dark Heresy, Tui, the other stuff that's on there. There's a lot on there. But yes, hi from the past if you are watching this on YouTube. That's okay. That's it for announcements I love talking about. The one announcement I hate talking about is there is a donation button somewhere under this screen, which if you're watching it on Twitch, hides somewhere down there. You don't have to support the stream. Donations are very, very welcome, but please think about yourself first. Think about your own financial stability and everything that's going on in the world. So yes, but there are some suggested donation ideas for rerolls, advantages, inspiration, that kind of all wonderful stuff, which is something I need to mention to you guys in a moment. But yes, there is a donation button, and if you want to see me squirm and get embarrassed, that's also a way to do donations. But please think about yourself first and your financial stability. Yeah, that's it for announcements. Let's talk about characters and peeps and people. Who shall we start with? I'm going to roll a d6 because I don't want to think about. I don't want to make a decision, so I'm just going to roll a d6.
It's going to be me. I'm number 6, so.
No, it's Sean actually.
Hey.
Sean, tell us about Farrell.
All right. Yes, Farrell is a lovely person. That is
nice and sweet. Wonderful.
Farrell is a furball, which is like a fey giant creature from the glowing forest in Hall. He left his hometown or home base with Sykes the first time he's ever done it. And he's learned a lot about the world along the way. And not all of it good, but that's what the world is. It's good and bad.
It is indeed. I'm going to stop that thought there and redirect it into something else. It is indeed a chaotic mess of stuff. Because I was about to say something else, and that's like, no, let's not go there. Let's do a different route. Let's carry on along the top row with Jeff from Alhandrian Channel, who runs Tefari. Could you please tell us a little bit more about Tefari?
Yes. Well, hello, everyone. Tefari is the party's wizard, and I was very busy sorting out some spells, so sorry for that. But yeah, he's doing magic, and he's occasionally he can be slightly unpredictable to everyone, including the party. And every now and then he goes on a small murder spree. And currently we're in a small hometown, and there's a lot of fun things going on, and there's a lot of weird things going on. He doesn't understand some of them, he does understand some of them, and yeah, we'll see where it ends. Oh yeah, also there's a small tiny curse in the village, but you know, minor details.
Yeah, don't need to worry too much about that.
Yeah, it kind of turns everyone into zombies, but you know.
Nothing to talk about there, nothing to talk about there. Moving on, we have Ruben, who runs Atlas. Could you tell us a bit more about Atlas for us?
I'm playing Atlas, the human barbarian, big old strong dumb dude who's got a good heart, but who's too dumb to not convince everyone not to go on a murder spree. So he's tagging along for now.
Yeah, it's well, no. He's cool though. He's wonderful, and we love Hercules. Without Atlas, we wouldn't have Hercules.
Mm-hmm.
Let's move to Neil from Immersion Diversion, who is playing Sykes. Could we have a little bit of introduction for you?
Yeah, no problem. I play. Well, I'm Neil from Immersion Diversion, like you said. I'm playing Sykes Brillo, a ranger rogue, wood elf, and he owns a farm. Currently away from said farm. Because he's trying to look for his family that had mysteriously disappeared. He has found out that his wife had taken his son to her uncle's place, which was in Torash. I'm not entirely sure where in Torash, but we had scryed and found out that he was doing all right, and so he's a little less worried about the kid. And also a little less worried about his wife Madrid, because we got insight from a god that said she was being protected. So he's kind of determined to help his friends now in the meantime. And also he has been possibly cursed by a wraith, also along in the travels. And so yeah, he's like slowly fading away, but we'll get more into that because I still have no idea what's happening in that situation. I've got phantom powers from the rogue phantom, so yeah. But there's
quick question: what god are we talking about? Are we talking about a god in this world, or Mr. GM man over there? That's a god.
Well, whoever Tefari talks to.
Well, thank you, thank you, for blowing my head up even more. Somebody who definitely doesn't blow my head, and in fact pokes pins in it to make it decrease, is Lydia, who also plays Jedi.
Yes, my lord.
Could you please tell us a little bit more about your for us?
Definitely. Janai, fighter, cleric, tiefling, terrible advice, great drinks, has professionally, gained smolder capacity, I think, over time. But unfortunately, that is not effective here, since the whole land where we currently are is not that much into tieflings, in the sense that they want to capture and kill her. That's not the biggest problem currently on our list, though, since she went from a cushy life of safety to a life of doing things that actually matter, which has been a rough awakening, but a good one, I think. And she's trying to make a difference. Even if that means starting a holy war because your god said so.
Who said anything about war?
Right. The
No,
clerics
you
here
only
don't
need-
do the right thing, so clearly someone's gonna smite them.
Somebody does need to spank them, yes.
So you only need
Also,
a
a
god to tell you to
revolution
start a
is a
holy
war.
war.
That's all I need. I'm a simple girl, really. One god tells me what to do, fine.
So if I would modify your memory to tell you that your god told you to join the revolution, we would be okay. Okay, good to know.
Yeah,
Alright, let's continue.
It depends
Yeah,
if you
let's
need
continue.
to do that, though, since I'm already on board.
That
That would make you
Maybe
a
you
bad
don't-
guy.
I'll make you a big.
A bad guy.
Last but not least, we have River, who is wrapped up like a lovely warm cocoon in a big warm blanket, who runs Illyria. Could you tell us a little bit more about Illyria for us, River?
Yes, for elf failing. Was it a fighter wizard hailing from Boone Brawl and lost memories and was a hegemony of fall? If I'm, wow, I got them. I got that right. Woo!
Well, almost. lost their memories beforehand, but found themselves in the hegemony of fall.
Yeah. Found them in Hegemony Fall. Went on a little venture with these guys, and yeah, but the time has come.
Time has come for attacks. And the time has
Yay.
come for some storytelling as...
Did you get that? I'm all ears.
As we have cats disturbing our games and disturbing our cameras as we descend through the clouds again towards this little village of pretty pangolin, the home village, the hometown of Tefari, who of which Tefari is the lord of said town, or at least he keeps saying he's not, but the people think he's the lord, and so they keep calling him lord or master, or the master's returned. Our heroes have landed here because this is the place where, well, I'm, as the GM, presuming that the rebellion is going to start from, with Tefari making whatever choices that they're going to make, as well as also the place where a whole bunch of Dragonborn are going to be turning up at some point, and the skyship that they have parked just outside the village limits. There's a lot going on here. This is also where Tefari had put his source apart, separated the source of him, which is this magical ability that he has to wield fire and other bits and pieces as well. So we'll find out more about that as the stories continues today or in following sessions. Our heroes were greeted with, Tefari was greeted with excitement, and our heroes followed Tefari and were wondering what's going on around it. They saw a slight incident where they saw a dwarf lose a thumb. After retrieving Tefari's source, they saw the same dwarf again, with thumb perfectly intact and attached to their hand. Nothing weird about that at all, until Tefari the following day. Tefari the following day. Unloaded on their friends, explained much about their backstory and much of the curse that lies over this village. A curse which was put upon him by his father for whatever reason, whether it's jealousy or something else, it was put upon him. But that curse did not go well. Something went wrong and it infected the entire village, turning the entire village into, essentially, immortal beings, aging, slowed, people that got injured were able to heal up quickly, and maybe a few of them might have had a slight change in how they're in their dietary matters.
A little bit.
A little bit. And that's where we find our heroes. We find our heroes in the town of Pretty Pangolin. Finally, after weeks, months for some of them, travel, desperate times, strange hot places, constant stress, actually relaxing. It's been some time. So, Scarlet Guard, these past few days, you have all been recuperating, taking the time for yourselves to either unpack what Tefari has told you, to think about what he said, think about what the next moves are, what it is you want to do. But within these few days, you guys have been up to something. What have you been up to? Who are we going to start with? You know what? Let's start with you, Farrell. This is where you guys can just sort of shout out vignettes, and there may be some roles, there may be some interactions. If you guys would like to do things together, that's also fine. Shout them out. But these next 3 days are all you. What is it you guys want to do or have been up to?
Sykes called on me, so
Did I?
I would be going to speak.
I did out of game.
Well, yeah.
No,
But like in game, would you have brought it up?
I mean, yeah, he'd probably
Okay.
meet up with you and say, "Hey, so do you want to do a little bit of training?"
Ooh, yes. What did you have in mind?
Well, you've been surprisingly good at finding out information and stuff like that recently, but I know you're not necessarily that great at it, but you get kind of lucky. So I figured, why don't we train that aspect of your investigating skills?
Okay. Yeah, I'm not that smart, but I am, what do they call it?
Intuitive?
Yeah, that one. Yeah.
So I had a plan, and because it might also help me with some training as well, because it involves a two-way. It's a game that involves both parties kind of trying to accomplish something as well. Why don't we play some hide and seek?
Hide and seek?
Yeah.
Oh, you mean the game that the children play where one hides and the other one has to find them and tackle them?
Yes. Except kids don't usually tackle each other. This is the more adult version.
Contact hide and seek.
Yeah. Okay, that sounds interesting.
Apparently so.
Yeah, but that just means there's no holding back, so it means we can go all out.
Ooh, wasn't Janai also trying to hide?
I mean, we could go ask her if she wants to
like,
join up. We could ask everybody if they'd like to join and hang out and try to play with us.
Ooh,
but
this would be fun. Yeah.
You go looking for Janai?
Mm-hmm.
Okay.
We'll go looking for everybody, but we'll start with Janae because we know that you were specifically looking for.
Janai is like deep into some obscure fabric shop in town.
Oh god, so we gotta go find her.
Yeah, she's somewhere just sort of pulling out linens and fabrics and just thinking about like, oh, this would be good for that.
Investigation. Where is she?
Yep.
Oh.
That was a joke investigation. That was not training investigation.
I was gonna say.
I'm just
Yeah,
letting him do
you're
his
lucky
thing
you're
as
out
I'm
town, you
like,
can't
I
see
see
the
her
fight
over
anymore.
there, and I'm like, I see her over there, and I'm just letting Farrell be like, That's it.
Oh, she's already so good at hiding.
And I just call out, I'm like, Janae!
Just like throughout the town square?
Yeah. Why not?
Alright, I'm not responding to that.
Clear away from that lunatic.
Okay, fine.
I'm not associated.
Maybe we go find one of the other guys first, see if they'd like to join in.
Okay.
Okay.
The perseverance
you-
on this man is
we'll find you-
severe.
We'll find Janae
It's
later.
amazing, isn't it? Yeah.
Yeah.
All right. So who do you go and find?
Well, we're going to ask everybody, so we'll go find Tafari, and then Atlas, and then Illyria.
Sure.
Or whoever we come across first.
Who would you like to talk
Tafari.
to first? There we go.
Sorry.
Yeah, let's
We
go
gotta
find
make it harder
Tafari.
for you.
He might be busy, but it would be fun.
Mhm.
He needs to have some fun.
All right. You find Tafari. I'm not going to say where because Tafari can say where, but you find Tafari.
Well, he'd probably be. It is in the morning, right?
Sure, we can make this in the morning. These are
um,
just little vignettes throughout the the passing of time. So these are just little moments. It can be in the morning,
Mhm.
evening,
Okay.
whenever you want.
Yeah, sorry, I was trying to find how to add spells, but never mind. Yeah, well, in the morning he would probably be in the main hall of the palace. Yeah, just talking with some of the village leaders.
Ooh, okay. Probably wait until he's done talking with what probably looks like important people, and then when we get a second, I think me and Farrell will go up to Tafari.
I'll wave you in.
Tafari.
Yes, hello, friends. How are you? Are you enjoying enjoying the village?
Oh yeah, it's very nice.
Thank you.
The people here are great. Really old, apparently, but great.
Yeah. That's there's a reason for that.
A lot of interesting stories.
So me and Farrell were thinking about doing some training. Did you want to maybe join us?
What are you training?
Well, Farrell's been really I already forgot what I said earlier, but he's kind of lucky at being
Intuitive, is what you said.
intuitive. He's intuitive at investigating, even though he's not that great at it. So I figured we could train him on we could train his investigation side.
Yeah, I'm fairly good at it, so I'll see if I can teach him a few tricks. A few
Well, we were
pointers
thinking
here
of
and there.
playing hide and seek.
Could also do that.
A couple of us hide, then he has to find us.
And tackle you.
You are welcome to try.
So yeah, if you're interested, we're going to go find the other group member or the others and see if they would like to join in. If not, that they're free to not join. So if they don't wish to, but yeah, that's what we're gonna do. He's gonna train investigation. I'm gonna try and hide from him, and do my best to not be seen by him and train my stealth.
But I will send
possibly
out.
acrobatics.
I can ask some of the servants to look out for the others.
Sounds
Get in a
good.
group, and I'll ask some of the younger servants of the house to find the rest of the party.
Sure. That's absolutely fine. You definitely are some of the younger servants of the palace to go out searching, and they do eventually find Atlas, Illyria, and Janai.
What?
I said eventually. Said eventually, and they're not. I mean, they're doing Tafari's bidding. Of course, they're going to go and try and find you. Yeah, they find the three of you and tell you that Tafari was looking for you.
Yeah, I'll come with him. Sure.
Illyria looked. Was it like one of the servants? I am assuming that. Okay.
Sorry.
Hold up. Oh, god damn it!
We can hear you.
Hold
No,
up.
we can hear you.
Yeah.
I just misunderstood what you said. What did you say again?
I was asking who was looking for me
Those were
exactly.
servants, yeah.
Oh, one of the servants of
Tafari.
Tafari.
Yeah.
Yeah. She said that. She gives a nod and says, "I'll be there when I'm able to." She said, "I assume that this place has like a little market area. I assume."
Oh yes, it does.
Yeah. Right now, she's looking for rations.
Ooh.
Yeah, absolutely fine. You can definitely procure a whole bunch of rations here. They have there is a general supply store where you can easily procure those.
Yep, and she's going to buy some of them. How long do rations last for, like, per day?
Oh,
Exactly? Is it-
they last for a long time.
Mhm.
No, I'm talking about like use of every day, or is it like over a week?
Oh, it's a day. Rations are
A day,
once per
okay.
day.
Mhm.
Okay. Then I am going to. Oh, I already got rations on me. Oh, well, I haven't even used any. Damn. Yeah. I guess I could buy like 2 more.
Okay.
2 more
Well,
rations,
We'll get onto that in a
and
moment.
that's it.
We'll get into the moment because we're still in this little vignette from Sykes and Farrell. You all eventually gather back at the palace after these servants either guide you or leave you to your business, expecting you to return later. Where you see, I suppose, Tafari, you'd be waiting with Sykes, would you be? All right.
Yeah.
You see
Sykes and
Tafari
Farrell,
waiting with
yeah.
Sykes and Farrell.
Because yeah.
Hey, what's up, guys? What you...
Hey, we were thinking about doing some training, and we wanted to know if you wanted to join in.
Yeah, we're playing hide and sneak.
Atlas is already stretching, like, yep, training, yep, sounds good for me.
Yeah, like Farrell said, we were playing hide and seek.
Oh, seek. Yeah, seek. That's
Would you
right,
s-
the
hide
kind of
in the
training where
woods?
you sit still a lot. All right,
Yeah.
I guess
Well,
we can do
in
that.
in Farrell's case, because he's been recently like very intuitive about finding things, so we figured it'd be a good way to train his investigation. And then so he'd have to find us, and that way, and then I would be able to train my stealth a little bit and maybe more, and maybe some acrobatics as well if I try to hide in small spaces. That way it's hard for him to, or stuff like that. I don't want to give my spots away. But,
How do we play hide and seek if there's no
sticky
lake?
notes.
Lake?
What?
Yeah, you throw the loser in the lake.
No, you give the loser a wedgie.
What?
Oh, in my tribe, we tackle the losers.
Oh.
That sounds pretty good. So which rules do
I
we
guess
play?
everybody plays it differently.
Well, I figured, if, I mean, because usually there's one seeker, but I guess if we want 2 seekers, Atlas, if you want to tackle anybody, but, I don't know. I mean, it might help. It might help with your stealth as well. Being stealthy if you need it. I don't know. But yeah, so
Yes,
that was
yeah,
what we were
no.
thinking.
Oh, sure, I'll play along.
Okay.
Okay. Those of you going and being hidey people, I need stealth checks from you, please. I.e., those who are training to be sneaky and hidey. I need stealth checks.
Okay.
Atlas would send Hercules to distract Pharaoh. Well, I'm gonna hide.
Can
All
I
right.
hide as
Natural
can
20.
Yeah.
Can I?
Nah, nice.
Can I actually
Oh.
hide by trying to find a small space to fit in, so I can use acrobatics instead?
Why am I
Sure.
rolling at disadvantage? Oh, I've got a
Oh.
stealth penalty because of my armor.
Yeah. Oh.
Oh, 18.
18.
Wait, I wouldn't
Okay.
be wearing that fuckery anymore. We're on break.
If you want, if you don't want to be wearing it, that's fine. Just click the EC button in your inventory slot.
Yes.
You'll have to
let me
unlock,
go.
I
Let me go
think,
find
if
it.
it
Yeah, I
doesn't do
know. I'll go find it. I'll go find it. Meanwhile, I'm going to try and use like whatever elements of a disguise kit. I'm stealing Sykes' disguise kit as well to
Yeah,
try
you
and
can
see if I
take
can if I can work with. No, I didn't ask.
Oh.
see if I can work into a disguise and pretend to look like somebody in the village.
Okay, then Shania, I don't want you to roll me stealth. I would actually
Great.
like you to roll deception.
Ha! All right.
I believe in you.
Okay, then I'm not going to bother taking my armor off just now because it's a lot of trying to find it. Deception.
Natural 20.
Whoa.
Okay,
Here it is.
so those of you training your stealth, if you rolled a 10 or higher, make a note somewhere in your notes, wherever, that you have a point towards learning stealth. If you rolled a natural 20, that's 2 points.
Ooh.
Very neat.
Janai,
Oh, that's how that works. That's awesome.
Janai, you're rolling deception, so I'm presuming you're want to gain proficiency in deception, and since you rolled natural 20, it's 2 points in learning deception. So I believe, if I have this correct, you are now half proficient in deception, right?
Yes.
Yes, that's awesome.
5 points in the 5 takes, as it were, in that proficiency you wish to learn, or the skill you wish to learn. Or rather, actually, no. Hold on a moment. You're using your disguise kit. It's not deception that you're going training.
Yeah, it's
So you
the
have-
disguise
so you-
kit specifically.
Yeah, so you're half proficient in using the disguise kit.
Okay.
So
I'll
it's
figure
not-
out how to put that in my thing.
Yeah, it's alright. It's not the deception skill. It's the disguise kit that you are
Yeah.
half proficient in. It uses deception, but it's just making that very distinct difference there. Farrell.
Yee.
This. Everybody scatters off and prepares, and you wait for a little while. And as you're waiting there, a donkey just starts trotting up to you. It's a very familiar donkey.
Hi. I immediately cast Speak with Animal.
Nice.
Oh boy.
I'm like, how's it going, buddy? It's been a while since we've talked.
Oh Lord, it's been a while, eh? Don't know why we're going with this accent now, but we're going with this accent.
It's different every time.
It's getting local.
It's getting local.
Yeah, things have been pretty crazy recently, right? I mean,
They have.
I'm-
It's been a bit. Why are we here?
Because the Tefari wanted to show us the penguin.
Oh. Right, well,
Even though I still haven't seen a pangolin around here anywhere. But
I have no idea what a pangolin is, but it's a nice little place. It's a little bit far from the sea and quite comfortably far from all that bloody sand.
Yeah,
And
yeah.
what was it?
Sand-
What was it with all those strange lizard folk?
Oh, they wanted to hurt. Or I mean, they were protecting something very very important, and we decided to also want to protect it. The guy that came with us, the lizard that came with us.
Aye, he kept eyeing me
needed
up for some reason.
Yeah, he wanted defending, and we wanted to defend him because the people that were after him were really bad people. But how are you holding up?
Oh, just give me a moment.
Okay.
I'm doing all right. It's just been a lot recently, at least from what I've seen with you lot running around all the time, and suddenly and now we got a ship, and now we're here and being surrounded by lizard folk, and then there was battles and things. It's just been a lot seeing you all.
Well, tell you what, when I go out and try to find people, I'll give you a treat if you come with me. Like,
Oh,
do you
you-
want
you-
like carrots
what's-
or something?
Ooh. Well, no, I don't want any carrots, but they've got this weird fruit around. Which if they got me that fruit, I'll be very grateful to you. It's this strange. Well, how do you describe it? It's kind of spiky.
Oh, okay. Yeah, I might try some too.
Nice. I think it's spiky. It's kind of weird. I mean, it when I bit into it, it seemed spiky. I think.
Okay. Yeah, I'll look for some spiky fruit.
All right. Well, can I come with you?
Yeah, yes, of course.
Oh, great. Okay, and he goes with you, and basically just starts nattering away to you. So, you can roll me an investigation, Farrell, but this is with disadvantages because Hercules is being distracting.
You know what? It's
Can I
totally
give him
fine.
double disadvantage
is-
if I also
but-
send Kitsune to distract him?
Well, it's funny 'cause he always does better
Unfortunately,
when he
double
has
disadvantage
disadvantage.
is not a thing in this game. I wish it was.
Oh no! Oh no!
Nice,
We're gonna stay lost all day.
nice. So, Farrell,
Oh, I did.
I'm guessing what happens
At last.
is that well, you don't stay lost. You don't stay lost all day. You can carry on for as long as you like. But I guess what happens is you get so distracted in looking for this particular fruit that Hercules is searching for, that you completely lose track of time. And at some point you realize that, oh shit, I'm meant to be looking for people. So yeah, that's the first. Oh jeez, that's the first moment of training you guys have today. If there's anything else that you guys would like to train, obviously you can take the time out of the day to train that. If you'd like to do more of the same, you can absolutely, but it's up to you.
I think Sykes would
Well-
still be waiting for Farrell to find him.
Oh jeez, you'd be waiting forever for them. Cool. Is there anything else? Let's. Who are we going to jump to? Let's jump to you, Atlas.
Yeah, sure. I've got some things Atlas would want to do. He to pass the time a bit. He's whenever possible since the ship crashed. Basically, he's been trying to help repairs and trying to train his carpentry a bit. And he'd like to go seek out a workshop and try to learn a
Ooh.
thing or two about building things.
Yeah, absolutely, you can.
You build the things you break.
Yeah, for sure. There is
Very
definitely
handy
a
set of skills.
there is definitely a carpenter's
Together.
workshop here.
Mhm.
Because repairs are a thing that is needed, and as you find this open workshop workshop area with a roof covering the main work area of the space. But there's a lot of wood around of the kind of cactus variety, which is odd. It's a very unusual material to use, but at least they seem to be using it to some success in the building materials. And the individual you see there is this very swarthy, dark brown skin from somebody who's been outside all day. A very jovial human who greets you and is very willing to guide you and help you with regards to learning how to be a carpenter. For that, what would the role for this be? Carpenter's tools. Let me have a quick look at the things. I think rather it being an actual.
So I think that those are also a set of tools. I think
they are. Carpenter's tools are an actual tool. Yes. So let's call this. Let's just call. It's one of those things. It would either be, to me, carpentry tools are either dexterity or strength, in my opinion.
I think dexterity makes sense.
Let's go with dexterity. Roll me a dexterity roll. A 7. All right. So your first attempt at just simply scraping down a piece of wood so it's even, being the first of the many tasks that you learn how to work with wood. The carpenter guides you and helps you as much as they can, but it's wavy. it's definitely wavy, and you can tell he's trying to help you, trying to no, don't dig too much into as you dig into a bit.
Much pressure. Yep.
Too much pressure. Oh, there we go. And this, let's say this would be the second of the first day.
Sure.
Yeah. Janai.
Yes.
What do you want to do?
Well, after one day of not being found, I think I joined someone's lunch, and still nobody understood that it was me, and then I was kind of satisfied with my work, like, yeah, I can totally do this already. This is great. So I started packing up my disguise kit, which now mine.
Yeah, I will get rid of it in my body.
I've got like a couple of things to make my tail look more fluffy, so I can pass as a tabaxi, and I've got a couple of other things. So I'm set there, and I think I'll like have some downtime, spending some time on leather, just trying to like emboss like Janai's disguise kit, so that I can like shove that on the thing, and it's like now it's officially mine. I put my name on it.
Yeah.
Actually, I think the disguise kit was with you anyway, because it was in the bag of holding.
Yeah.
Along with some other stuff that I asked you to put in there.
Which is why it was so easy to steal.
Yeah.
Yeah, no, for sure. Leather working is an actual thing, and as somebody who has recently started leather working, I can tell you for a fact, dexterity is definitely a thing. So please roll me a dexterity roll for that.
Oh, sure.
I believe in you.
Dexterity. I also have proficiency in leatherworking.
Oh, do you?
Yes.
You might also have leatherworking tools,
And I have
because
leatherworking
that was
tools.
like that was
No,
No,
something
I
like
already
that.
had those.
Well, this is now my question to you, Janai.
Yes.
Do you want to gain expertise in this?
No, I'm doing
Okay.
this on the casual.
In that case, I'm not gonna get you to roll, because I thought you would be.
Okay.
Oh, yeah,
No, I'm just
I've
doing
written
this
all
for
the
funsies.
tools down that
Yep,
I
that's
wrote
fine.
that I got. So that you
That's fine.
have.
Is there anything else that you'd like to do on this first day?
Leatherworker was not.
Yeah, I'm going to go past. Let's see. I'm going to hang out with my dad for a bit, because
Okay.
I want to scry on Mom tonight, and I want to see how my dad feels about that, and if he wants to be there for that, and I
Okay.
want to discuss with him like who else is it cool to spy on, I guess, and whether I should offer this to my friends or not, and like
Sure.
I just have to have a conversation about the invasion of privacy, etc., etc.
Okay, we'll have that as an actual scene in a moment, so we'll get back to that. Illyria, is there anything you'd like to do? Anything additional you would like to do on this first day?
besides buying rations, she is essentially buying stuff for, essentially buying equipment for the journeys ahead, pretty much.
Okay.
That's all she's doing.
What equipment would you like to buy?
What does Illyria have? I've not looked at her inventory in a hot minute.
Alright, well, while you do that, I will quickly jump over to Farrell. After your abortive attempt to try and find everybody, Farrell, but is there anything else you would like to do today?
He still is going to be looking for that melon, because he does also want to try it himself.
Okay, so I will tell you now that you don't need to roll any check for that, unless you wish to.
Sure.
All right, then roll me another
What
investigation
role would that
check.
be? Okay, yeah. I'm investigating the melons.
No.
Dang it.
Detective Farrell left his
Yes, Lydia, please
detective
please can you put it as a quote? Please.
On it.
Thank
On
you.
it. Already on
Thank
it.
you.
Oh yeah. I didn't even. I'm like, why is this head in his hands?
No, it's just
Why
what you
is
said.
everyone
My brain went teenage mode just then. Unfortunately, with the 7, well, I'm not going to say you don't find it. You do eventually find the particular fruit that Hercules was talking about. It just takes you a very, very long time, and the moment where you find it, the stall that was selling these the stall that was selling these fruits was just about to close up for the day before you stop them and asked to buy this particular fruit. The fruit that Hercules was referring to is not actually a melon; it's a carambola, which is it's a star fruit.
Oh, yeah.
Oh,
It's a star fruit.
Cool.
And as when you look at it, and the long-suffering fruit sellers, okay, fine, cuts it open for you, and it turns the inside flesh of the fruit towards you, and the shape that the fruit makes is a 5-pointed star, and has this very, very almost citrusy flavor to it. It even looks like an orange on the inside, except it was except it is in a star shape.
It's inherently magical because it's got a star in it.
God, you're fucking adorable. Amazing.
But yeah, Farrell would really, really like the taste of it, and he would give the other half to Hercules.
Hercules immediately wolfs it down.
Yeah, this was a fun day. I couldn't find anybody, but it was a fun day.
It looks like Jeff is currently distracted, so I'll get back to him. Shania. In the evening time, after finding lots of beautifully decorated and embroidered fabric for use in whichever project you wish, as well as also having a very successful disguise moment today. You find some time to have a chat with your father. And your father is in full tiefling mode. He's in
Nope,
tiefling mode. No,
He's
he's not in
growing a
tiefling
beard.
mode. He's in tiefling mode. With horns and tail exposed, and it's kind of okay. We have an adorable child on screen now. Very, very distracted now. He is at this present moment kind of on the outskirts of the city, drinking drinking tea of all things, and looking out over the desert expanse. The desert is a little ways away, and there is a bit of greenery between where you both are and the desert ahead. He's sitting there, kind of on a deck chair almost, just looking out over the expanse, drinking this very, very flavorful herbal tea.
I want to sneak up to him in my disguise.
Go for it. Do you want to sneak, or do you want to just walk up?
Oh yeah, no, I'm ambushing the man.
You're
If
ambushing
you
him.
can
All right.
fool your own father with your disguise,
That's the
then,
whole
like,
point of having
That's the
family.
whole point.
Come on.
Yeah.
So
that would be-
you are not wearing your
Not my armor, no.
not your armor. Have you unequipped it? Nope. You
I will. I've yet to find it in my inventory.
Done it.
It's-
Done it for you.
Oh, you've done it. Thank you.
Yeah.
I'm still going to try and find it in my inventory.
Yeah, no, that's fine. Quick way for you to find it on the right hand side of your sheet where you have that C, E, etc.
Yeah.
C stands for carried, E stands for equipped.
Oh, I see. It's the splint stuff. Yeah.
It's the
got
split
it.
stuff thing.
Found it. Good.
And if you just click that, it'll change it from equipped to carried to just not there.
Good.
All right. So roll me a stealth check, please.
I'm stealthing towards my dad.
Is this your second skill you're trying to improve or not?
No, I'm just having fun with my dad.
You're just having fun with your dad. Your dad is oblivious. He doesn't know. So quietly, feet just barely moving the sand and creating any sound. Sneak up behind your dad, who's just busy just sipping on this tea.
And he'll feel a sword against his throat as his daughter growls in his ear, "You're getting soft, old man."
Call it an appreciation for the view.
Fair enough. And she'll plop down next to him.
Where did you learn to be so quiet?
I'm a kitty cat now. Meow.
He lo-
Gesture
he-
towards my big
looks-
blue tail.
looks-
sentence.
Looks over to you. That's definitely a skill, far better than this, he says, just pointing to the hat that's still perched on top of his head.
And this
Although
took
this-
an hour.
This is easier.
Yeah.
You do look quite adorable as a cat.
Thank you.
How did you get the shading around the eyes?
Meow.
Is a combination of charcoal and a couple of, like, there's some ambergris involved. It's like a grease paint kind of thing.
You know, I honestly thought that our skin was not capable of holding color, but okay. Learn something new.
Well, we were born with one color. We might as well learn all the others.
Touche.
I was thinking,
Go on.
it happens to me nowadays. So when you gave me the necklace, that was mostly to keep track of you, right?
It's... Yes, it was. Should you ever wish to find me or your mother, that was the idea.
Well, I have been trying to find Mama once, and I don't think she was interested in being found, but I kind of want to try again.
If you wish. Your mother is strong-willed, that you know.
Mm.
So if she doesn't want to be found, then it's... She doesn't want to be found.
Maybe we could try together.
How would that work?
Well, I do it and then you hold my hand or something. something emotional like that.
We could give it a try.
Do you want to finish your tea before? I mean, I can wait. We can watch
No.
the sunset or something.
No. Tea is quite nice. Bit strong for my flavor, for my taste, but it's quite nice. I've had enough of it. He just kind of just chucks the remains of the teacup over the sand ahead
That
of him.
pains me. That
Then
pains me.
turns. Pains me too, but that's what he's going to do. Turns to you and goes, "So, what do you want me to do?"
I'm just be quiet, and I'm going to. You've used this thing before, right? It's fine. It's normal.
I
You
have
just
never used it
Lick
before. I'm
it,
following
and
you.
then. Wait, why did you have it?
It's not mine.
Did you steal it?
I thought that the master might not need it, so I decided to borrow it.
He clearly does not
Without
need
asking.
it. Yes. Well, that's about right. And she just sort of flips off the sky. sort of general, sort of just in case he's listening in. Fuck you.
Watches you do that.
Very good.
Should I ask?
Well, sometimes he checks in on us because he doesn't really need this.
The master
He
does.
just... Well, we assume. Something checks in on us very frequently. And that one time there was something looking, and then we got a message like in the head from far away.
Yes.
So
Yes.
so I think what is his face? This stupid man. Elf like, annoying also magic.
You're
but
not
then-
really. That's not really narrowing
Trent.
it down. That sounds a lot like
Him.
Berserk.
Yeah, no, they're like
Sucks.
birds of a feather, right?
Yeah. So.
Similar people. Though I don't know, I felt our master was more like a bit of a shit. And this guy is like a big shit.
Oh.
Yeah.
Sounds like I'm glad I haven't met him. Anyways,
I hope you never do.
fingers crossed.
Um,
How does this work? So it's feeling
Well-
very uncomfortable about the fact that he might be being spied upon.
yes. Sorry, I didn't mean to make you feel like the way I've been feeling for months.
No, it's fine. Wait, what?
What do you mean,
Months?
what? Well, we've been here for... Well, okay, maybe not. I'm exaggerating. It feels like forever. We've been here a long time, I feel, yeah?
But how long has this been? How long has this been going on? How long have you been how long have you been stalked?
Since we left, I think. I don't know. See, Sykes got these goggles, and they like show him what is really there, or a lot of things that I don't think really are there, but he sees them anyway. And he keeps seeing this stinger that is in the sky, and it follows us around, which like, leads me to believe like somebody is like checking us out, yeah, and not in a fun way.
Can you stop it?
If I ask Mama how she does it, but I don't know how to ask Mama. She's like a continent away, and she doesn't want to help me. I don't think she wants to see me again ever. So
Oh,
yeah,
she'll want to see you. Much as she has
I
a stick up
left-
her ass.
she was. I don't think. How is she going to forgive me for leaving the master?
You're still her daughter.
Yeah, well, she hasn't been my mama in a very long time. Anyway, I still want to see her because I guess I love her or something.
Alright. How do we do this then?
Alright, just hold my... grab this hand. Okay?
Grabs your hand.
And then I found that you don't have to lick it, but it helps. So I'm just going to lick it, and you do not say anything about that.
I will remain quiet.
And then you know how when like in our language, when you say like get lost among the souls, and it's like a swear word, right? It's
Yes.
in our tongue. It
Yes.
turns out this fucker like works with tiefling words as well. Like this is straight up infernal, but I'm just gonna say a swear word, and it's not because I want to be swearing, Papa. It's because that is the trigger word, okay?
Okay. I trust you.
Okay. And she closes her eyes and goes, "Chit!" And that does it.
Oh, that's
You
where
don't see it as your eyes immediately close, but we do. We see a slight sort of a look of what the fuck, flash across his face. He just trusts the process. So,
Yeah.
-5.
Welcome to the process.
We'll call this a -10 as well, because technically you. No, we'll call it -4, so -9 to this roll. How much would you have? Yes, you would have that. So it's a wisdom saving throw. All right. Call this a minus. I'm pretty
is
sure
that
your
laughter
DC
mean?
is significantly higher than 3.
Yes.
Um,
Yes, it
So-
is.
as you speak the incantation word, and your eyes close, and then immediately your head rolls backwards, and your eyes roll up as you are pulled. Feels like you're being pulled out of your own body, and you're being cast across the vast sky and space of this land, flying, and just like this sense of constant rushing movement as you cross an imaginable distance in such a short space of time, and find yourself looking at a very tired. Just making sure I've got the timeline right. Yep, he's still tired. Looking at a very, very tired tiefling woman. Very similar. I need to make sure I get the description right. There's.
What does my mother look like?
Yes, I'm trying to remember because I wrote down the description a long time ago and I can't seem to find it. Where's your mum?
I've been trying to find out.
Bugger! I can't seem to find her in my notes. My apologies.
She's
but
good at hiding.
She's very good at hiding, in my notes at least. Anyway, but you see a similar, slightly lighter tiefling, lavender-skinned tiefling woman with horns that are a little bit more crown-like instead of swept backwards. You see your mother. Very, very, very tired, sitting alone in a small room with a candle lit beside her, reading a book.
Okay. Can I is the style of the room like the ones in the village?
Yes, it is. It's a very simple room, and it's made of stone. But it is that lighter coloured granite stone often found in mountains, which you know from the village as well. It seems to be early evening-ish, judging by the dimness of the light coming through the single window that's on the side here in the room. And she's just sitting there, reading.
She's alone, reading a book.
Alone.
What book?
Roll me a perception check.
Okay. Somewhere in my skills, I have perception. Yep. Yep. Mm-hmm.
Good to see, fortunately.
Hmm.
Books are hard.
Yeah. Like with words and things. Okay. And she looks tired. Is she wearing the usual sort of servant's garb of the master still, or is she wearing something new?
She's wearing something new. It's no longer the same garb that you saw her all those years ago. No
Not
longer
the
same
bearsha
garb.
colors. Okay.
Nope. That's all gone. The clothing she's wearing is very, very simple. Almost, it seems to be made of hemp as well. And very muted in colour. Previously, your uniform was at least somewhat bright. Despite being the servant's colour, it was still somewhat bright. This is very, very muted. Almost like she's trying to just hide. Become unnoticeable, rather than hide, become unnoticeable.
If I can in this moment, I will squeeze my father's hand and I will watch my mother until the spell ends.
After a little while, you hear her sigh, look around the room, looks out the window for a bit, and goes back to reading. When the spell ends, you feel yourself rush back to your body across vast expanse of time. Well, not even time, but the vast expanse of space, and you kind of feel yourself land with almost a jolt, and start back awake. With your father just looking at you.
She's okay.
You saw her.
Seen her? She's okay. She looks tired and alone and nerdy. She's reading a book again, but she seems okay.
Okay. Good. Good. Just gives your hands another big squeeze. Or letting them go.
We'll just sit like that for a while. Till the end of the day.
Sure.
Oh, by the end of the day, by the way, I've got my own room, and it's an absolute fucking mess because every single fabric I've bought and it's everywhere. It's absolutely everywhere. And she's doing this new thing now where she moves a bench in front of the door before she goes to sleep because there's something about this place that makes her feel like she wants to not be bothered at night, especially if she's not wearing any armor or doesn't have her armor nearby.
Mm-hmm.
She's feeling a little vulnerable.
That's fair. To the point of your room being an absolute mess, when you return at the end of the day, you can see somebody has attempted to try and tidy it up. At least, the bed has been made.
Mm-hmm.
The bed has been made, and the covers and the sheets have been turned down, at least. And the pile of clothes is kind of just sort of, well, the clothes that were everywhere have just been gathered and put into a pile in one corner. That's about it. Tifare, I haven't done anything with you for today. Is there anything that you?
I was interrupted for a bit.
I know. I saw an adorable person wishing to interrupt you. So.
I would mostly like to go over the library and see if I can find some inspiration for the new spells.
Yep, that's fine. I've added those spells to your list, except for the Vortex Warp, which I have to put manually.
I've done it. And for the rest, I would like to assemble most of the advisors that are here in the town.
Mm-hmm. Yeah, sure.
Of the council, and and see if I can help. Maybe if I can remember who would still be open to join in the rebellion, and to make some necessary preparations for the Dragonborn army that's also moving this way.
Okay. You gather the there we go, that's what I wanted. You gather the collection of the elders, and they haven't really changed since the last time you saw them. Yes, it's been several years, or been a year or two since you left here, the most recently. But they are still the same. They are still the same elders and advisors and councillors of the village here. As you start talking about rebellion, there is this trepidation that seems to sweep around the councillors here, and one of them pipes up, whom you know to be Ranjan, an elderly human. My lords, rebellion, sir? I thought we wouldn't be doing that anymore. We protect ourselves here, but you wish to take on the entire continent?
I've seen what the new rulers in Bunabral are doing to the rest of the nation. And I've seen, and I've noticed, I've learned that there is a power behind him, and he's the one that's guiding the who are they? The priests, right? The priest was the highest ranked case.
Yeah, the priest was the highest ranked case.
Yeah, they had a fancy name, but I don't care. I've seen who's the power behind. And they need to be stopped, and for that we need another revolt.
But it just didn't go well last time. What makes you think it will work this time?
Now I know who. Now I know how to take out the one who's steering the priests, Trent.
Are they here?
Oh, he may have sent some spies, but I assume that they've been dealt with. Like you deal with all the,
the undesirables.
It would be a bit of a weird term. Yeah, undesirables. Yeah, I wanted to say foreigners, but that would be weird because they're not really foreigners.
Undesirables, yes, we definitely deal with those. But would it not make sense then just to go straight for the one in charge? That will bring a certain amount of chaos, and hopefully not lead to so much bloodshed.
Yeah, but we need to flush him out of his hiding place. He's I don't know where he's hiding exactly, but I know that he's trying to make more of, me. Once he can control.
More of you.
Yeah, specializing in altering time as a magic form.
The Ranjan, who's one who's been questioning you, looks confused, and a lot of the other councillors look confused about what you're saying. Altering time. But I've never been one for the magics. Lord Teferi, please may we have time to think on this. This is all rather unexpected.
You have about 3 days, and then a small army of Dragonborn is arriving.
And there's this look of horror and shock across their faces.
Also a skyship.
The skyship is already here.
Oh,
Yeah.
okay.
Yeah, we run in on
So
that.
they know about
They
that.
arrived on the skyship, yeah.
Yeah, you guys arrived on the skyship.
Yeah, they're coming through the mountain.
More Dragonborn?
Yeah, a small group of about... How many was it? 60? 70?
60 to 70, yeah, because you have about 20 already with you.
Yeah, there's a group of 60 to 70 arriving.
My lord, we don't have the facilities. We don't have the food or the resources to cater for that.
They're good hunters and fishermen.
Well,
and they can help out in the farms.
Okay. We'll.
You can have them sleep in. You can stuff some of them in the palace here. That's fine.
This is your palace. No, we can absolutely not do that. No.
Yes, we can, and we will.
And Rajan just kind of sits down, looking exasperated, and look at all the other cousins are looking at him, looking at you, and looking at each other with these expressions of exasperation, shock, and a lot of confusion as well about everything you just said.
That's fair.
So your meeting adjourns for this first day as they all go off to try and think about what on earth you just dumped on their laps.
Not much.
Not much, he says, considering rebellion.
Oh.
The next so we will you know what? Let's take a break here now, rather than continuing on for a little bit and trying to find a spot. Let's take a break here now, and then if there's anything in particular that you guys would really like to cover, we'll have those moments, as well as also any extra training that you guys will do. We'll do the training down to just simple rolls rather than full on scenes. But if there's any particular things that you guys would really like to cover, we'll do that, and that'll be the next 2 days, and then we'll go further from there. But first of all, I need more tea. See you guys very, very, very shortly in about 10 to 15 minutes or so. Bye.
Image that I have on
I mean, I don't think we were done talking about slugs.
No, and the
We were
size
not.
of them.
Or
Oh
tattoos.
god. Hi, yeah, we were talking about tattoos just briefly in the bit where in the break while I got myself tea and ended up talking about slug tattoos and then slugs. Moving on. Yes, our heroes are currently recuperating and just trying to get back to a sort of slight sense of normality before the world or whatever interrupts their peace, because, you know, that's what the world does, because I'm the GM and I'm never going to let my players have any sort of peace for any length of time, any extended length of time. So we're going to continue with that small extended length of time that they currently now have. That is these next 2 days after a couple of after a nice scry from Janai on Janai's mother, where we learnt that she's still alive in a familiar old town to Janai. At least the stonework of the room that she was in was very familiar to her. And we also had some councillors get a bit distraught about the fact that there's a rebellion going to happen, and Defire is the one leading it, so a little bit distraught about that. And there's also a whole bunch of Dragonborn that are going to turn up very, very soon. They're not happy about that. So, Scarlet Guard. These next couple of days, is there anything in particular that you guys would like to do?
Well, I had something in the evening and the first days that I never got to roll yet for.
Oh, yes. You wanted to train your acrobatics, of course. Yes.
Yeah.
Please roll me an acrobatics.
Because I moved spots while waiting for Farrell to come find me.
Yeah,
and
you
I
did.
figured it's taking a while, so I'd make it easier and pick a new spot, but still. Ooh,
Pharaoh was too distracted by a donkey.
Are you proficient in acrobatics?
No,
You are
I'm not even. Yeah.
Okay. Then if you're trying to train your acrobatics, this is a point towards it. DC is always 10.
Ah! Oh, yay. Okay. That actually put me up to 5 then.
Hey, you are half proficient.
Yay! Woohoo!
Nice.
Good job.
I would like to, besides the studying, start training in the one thing I do most, deception.
Yeah. Okay. This is gonna be fun now.
It's great.
How
Not for
how
some
would you like
people.
to train this?
Well, by deceiving people.
Describe to me what that looks like. Describe to me what that looks like with Tafari.
Well, he would do his regular thing of talking big to some people and seeing if he can pass it off as believable.
Very, very nice. I'm going to give you already 3 points in this because of the amount of times you've been the fast talker in the past and had to roll deception for stuff for everything. So this I'm going to say you're now just you're beginning to harness that skill. So roll me a deception, please.
$14.
Nice. So you have another point towards it.
And how many points did I need for? I have no proficiency at the moment.
So if you get 5, it's half proficiency. When you get 10, it's full.
Okay, so I'm at 4 at the moment. What? And yeah, I'll just keep doing those for when we have the option to.
Sure. Okay. So these next 2 days. Those of you who want to train stuff, what is it you want to train? Let's start with that.
I don't have something that I want to train, unless if one of them you count as religion. But I do have 2 things that I want to do.
Okay. We'll get back to you. Hold that in thought.
Okay.
Sykes, is there anything you want to train?
Um,
You don't have to if you don't want to.
well, me and Atlas were going to be doing the scrying later tonight, right? That's what we were planning for that.
Yeah.
So I
Just
think
do that.
what
Wait,
I
the
will...
2 of you?
Well,
The
Scrying is once a day.
I can
Yeah,
do one.
oh,
I can
yeah.
do it once a day, guys.
so Atlas, go first.
One and done.
I think I will spend the time and a little bit into the next day out, not really hunting, but scouting and looking for some kind of animal companion. I'm gonna go look for, because he kind of misses having aggro with him, his Pegasus.
Mhm.
And he feels like scouting, hunting might go a little bit easier if he has something who can help him spot things. So he's technically looking for something that can also fly, though.
Okay.
Something might be the size of what, if he can find
Well-
something big enough to hold his weight as a flyer. Otherwise, he would probably just get some kind of, like a hawk or some kind of eagle or something.
Okay.
So I guess in the way I'm also training.
Let's have survival, please.
Okay,
This is just to simply track something down first.
gotcha. 15.
15. Okay.
This will be
That's-
probably. Oh wait, no, it's not an actual training for that because
No. You're
I'm already
proficient in
double
this.
proficient.
So, what is it? Because the 15 is really good for just tracking animals, particularly in this area.
Mhm.
What is it you're looking for precisely? Not I don't need an animal name. I just need a description.
Something that can fly.
Something that can fly.
That is big enough to hold me.
All right. Need to make sure I've got my list here, and I need to make sure I get the right. What the bloody hell are those things called?
And you can decide how long this
That's
takes.
cool.
I'm okay with this taking as long as it needs. So
That'll depend upon the next 2 rolls.
yeah.
Vulture, that's the name of the fucking name. That's what I was looking for. Yeah, there aren't any predator birds, I believe, in the desert.
They're called raptors.
I said predator.
Feral dies.
Yeah, raptors are predator birds.
They are. That's what I said. Cheeky bugger. I don't think there actually are. Not in this. I'm using the Sahara as an inspiration for this, so there's a few.
Yeah, that makes sense.
We'll say this, Sykes. When you're out hunting, there is that moment where the sky just suddenly just darkens very briefly. As you realize that something has just flown over you, and you look up and you see the large wingspan of a vulture flying over you and then heading off in one direction. Do you follow it?
How big does it look from here?
From down here? Well, you're on the ground right now, so it looks kind of small, but it casts a shadow over you, which means it has a big wingspan.
Oh, okay. I guess it's the first thing I've seen in a while. I'll go follow it.
Right. You follow it, and it flies ahead of you for a bit, and then you see it come down and land. And as you approach stealthily I'm using your survival check for the stealth roll here.
Okay.
As you approach, you can see that it's a group of these vultures, and they are currently kind of fighting over each other over the remains of a mostly eaten horse.
At least it's not a donkey.
So now that I'm a little closer, how do they look in comparison to the size of this horse?
They don't look as big as the horse.
Okay.
Let's put it that way. They don't look as big as the horse, but they do have very large bodies. I suppose with their wings folded up and the way they stand with the bare neck and bare heads pecking in at the dead flesh of this horse. These birds have a pretty large wingspan. They would probably be the bird in total would probably be about the size of your torso.
Oh damn.
Yeah, vultures are big, dude.
Okay. Do I know anything about vultures?
Roll me a nature check.
11.
Vultures are an unknown bird in this regard to you.
Oh, true. That would be true.
Because they're not particularly known in the hegemony. However, just watching what they're doing, it looks like these birds are scavengers.
Okay.
And since they are scavengers, that logic dictates that they have good senses.
Ooh, okay. You know what? I'm gonna see if there's any, because they eat dying stuff, so it's like I might have to look for something to kill and bring back to them if they're scavengers. Because yeah, I think I will do that. I'm gonna go find something big-ish to kill.
Okay.
Like I don't suppose there'd be any deer wouldn't be really deer in the desert.
I'd
probably find another horror. Oh, there are.
There are indeed.
Okay.
There is indeed prey animal around.
Okay.
because you are not in the desert proper. You are in that sort of green region that borders the desert, where the water from the coast comes in over the desert itself. So there is prey animal around. I mean,
Okay.
it kind of has to be, because otherwise people wouldn't survive.
Okay. I'm gonna go find a prey animal then.
Okay. I'm gonna say keep with survival here. I will say that since you're now taking the time for this is going to take probably the whole day.
That's fine.
For this, but you eventually find this rather almost kind of squat deer with really long sharp horns at the top. I describe it as a short squat deer because that's the best description I have for it. Kind of just grazing on some grass which somehow has managed to grow around a clump of cacti out beyond the village.
Okay. I think I'll sneak around so I can get a better angle at its heart.
Absolutely. And you do.
And then I pull the bow and fire. Oh, sorry.
You take the shots and it flies. I'm not going to make you roll for everything of this because you're a hunter. You're a hunter. You're used to this. You're used to hunting, so I'm not going to make you roll for everything.
Okay.
And you do, and you're able to plant a shot right in the head of the deer, killing it instantly. The most merciful shot you could have done. I presume you take it back to somewhere, or do you leave it where it is?
I am going to... You know what? I think I'll leave it where it is, but I'm going to kind of stay nearby the body and just kind of make myself as low presence as possible, hoping that one of these vultures come by.
Sure.
And then, maybe I will, so they don't get in the way, I will cut off the antlers.
Sure, you can do that.
Maybe I can sell them or something like that.
Sure. Give you that. Also, being a hunter, you would know that decomposition is better when skin is exposed. So I presume also you do some slashes into the body. To aid in the decomposition and the fact that of it being a dead animal to spread the scent. Now I need from you. So this can be a training roll if you wish. I need an animal handling roll from you.
I am proficient in it, at least right now, I think. Oh yeah, so my Whispers of the Dead thing is animal handling right now, so technically I'm not proficient in it.
So technically you're not proficient. You could, if you wish, try to train it, but that's up to you.
Okay, I was just wondering how that works since I am using my feature proficient in it right now.
Then you would gain the proficiency from your feat, but you would, should you lose it, you would then lose the proficiency in it.
And just be half proficient still?
Do you have any? Do you have previous training in animal handling?
No.
Then you would be completely. You would be unproficient.
That's what I'm wondering is if me training now, would me being proficient in it now affect it to me being not?
Oh, proficient? Like that.
Yeah. Because technically, I'm actually not proficient in it. It's my skill.
I understand. Well, yeah, you would choose which one it is and kind of. I will. Okay, I'll let you choose. You can either use the proficiency from your feature, as in your class feature, or you can do an ordinary animal handling roll without that, and that'll be the training.
You know what? I think I will do it without it to get the training.
Sure.
Because in my mind, it's still technically a ghost telling me how to do stuff instead of me actually knowing how to do it. So let me just change it to not proficient right now.
All right.
All right. Here we go. 14.
14. It doesn't take long for a flock of vultures to begin to descend. As you are watching the vultures, as you're watching, observing the vultures feast on this carcass of the deer, you begin to notice a bit of a hierarchy beginning to form amongst the vultures. The largest of the birds are the ones that eat first. They're the ones that will take the juiciest bits. The slightly less, I was about to say well endowed, but they don't have balls. The slightly smaller vultures. You just tuned back into that conversation, didn't you, Lydia? The slightly smaller birds are the ones that stand back and try and peck at the places where the larger birds haven't already attacked, or are away from the smaller birds. What is it you want to do?
Without startling them, I'm going to. Does it look like they're eating the bones as well, or is that? I think that's.
Oh, right now they're tucking into the flesh.
Okay, yeah.
Like, this is
I wasn't sure if because Neil knows there's a vulture that eats bones specifically, or there's a vulture that eats that specifically. So he's just looking to see if they're eating bones as well. But I think, what I would do to help them out, especially since it doesn't look like my presence seems to be bothering them, I think I'm going to try and help them get at it better, and I'm going to actually like carve open the stomach of the deer and essentially just unfold it so it's more presented for them.
Oh, mate, you're away from these birds, so you're just observing them.
I thought I said it was right next to the deer
You're
doing
away
that,
from
but
the birds.
okay, I think I'm gonna attempt to get closer then
Stealth
and
check,
not startle them.
please.
$17.
With the most silentest of footsteps. When the fuck did I say that quote? Jeez. With the silentest of footsteps, you step quietly over to the birds, and then step quietly into the flock of the birds, and they kind of just sort of make room for you, just moving aside slightly. You want to slice open the stomach?
Yeah.
All right. You reach in, tear open the stomach, exposing many of the innards to it, and step back, and immediately the larger birds flock in and start ripping and tearing, and you can. I'm not going to be too visceral about this. They start divulging themselves of the innards.
Yeah. All right. I think at that point I would just wait around to see if any of them stay behind, because I think.
How long are you willing? How long are you willing to wait?
I mean, until they're done.
Okay. Sure. That's gonna be a while. That's gonna be several hours.
Mm-hmm.
All right. Right. You wait the several hours, and eventually, a lot of the larger birds fly off with full bellies and leaving what remains to the smaller birds. The smaller birds also do eventually fly off, and then it gets to evening time when the carcass is still a carcass and still around and still definitely available to be eaten by other prey or other scavenger creatures, but the vultures right now do not seem to be flocking.
Okay. I think at that point I will take some of this composing flesh and just carve some up just so I can keep it on me, almost as not as like bait, but like almost as like rations for the vultures.
Sure.
And then I'm gonna go find some vultures again.
You're just carrying decomposing flesh just in
All right.
that.
I will say, Sykes, that this entire thing that just happened took a full day.
Yeah, that's fine.
So
He has camping gear, so he'll actually be out there camping.
Fine. The next day, you would then go out and find some more vultures.
Mhm.
I want to try and keep this short and go to
Yeah,
other people as well,
go with
so,
them because I figured we'll do the day and then we'll come back to me. So
Yeah, I'm also trying to get through all the days pretty quickly as well because time.
yeah.
While Sykes is off being a vulture hunter, anything I will because that was meant to be training mode. Shania, is there anything that you would like to train?
Yes,
What would you like to train?
I am training. Actually, I want Atlas's advice on this one, so I'm just gonna have a talk with him about spying on his wife, and also.
That's something I didn't expect to hear today. All right.
and then I want to have his advice because he's like the moral compass of the group. I feel I could do with some guidance.
It was Feral, but then it became Atlas.
It became Atlas. Definitely.
Actually, Hercules is just parroting what Hercules is saying.
Basically, yeah. But we need an in-between guy. So I think I would go find Atlas, and first suggest basically offering scrying services.
You should charge. You'd make a lot of money.
Yeah, I would, but I wouldn't charge my friends.
Yeah, I would like to do that when Sykes is present, though. He asked me to do that. I wanted to scry with Sykes, but as he's not here...
Sykes is also wanting to look at your wife?
He thought he might recognize where she was. He thought we talked about it, and I said like, yeah, we couldn't place the surroundings really. So he was like, oh, maybe next time I should come and listen to what you're saying.
Right.
So maybe
okay.
Yeah. So maybe
Sure.
he can pick up something.
But do you know when he's going to be back?
I have no clue.
Oh yeah, I didn't say anything to anyone.
He
New.
just left,
Yeah,
didn't
you
he?
just kind of left.
I don't know. I don't know if he's still
Irish
hiding
goodbye.
from Feral. I haven't seen him since then.
Oh,
might be.
he could be.
Should we
Well,
go look for him.
maybe. Yeah, because
It's all right, you know, not that he thinks like he's not found. And
I can go
on
describing to somebody else, but I really wanted to help you out,
Yeah. no,
Okay.
yeah, thanks.
While we look for our friend.
Specific mission.
The perfect hiding spot out in the desert.
We're walking and
Not
talking
gonna
at this
be
point.
found. Yeah.
And hey Atlas, I need advice. Yes, I need advice.
Yeah, I think Feral's with
Nope.
Hercules.
Nope, I need you.
What? Yeah, Illyria's I think with her daughter.
Nope,
No.
no, I need advice from you.
What?
Well, I'm just saying you're the one least excited about this whole rebellion situation, and I feel like if I can convince you, then I can convince anybody, right? So, okay, just pretend to understand, and then I'll pick up from a point where it makes sense to you, okay?
I think we have a frozen Reuben.
Oh no!
I think so too. Either he was being
Oh.
very stoic or he's frozen.
Oh, there we go. He's back.
It was just such an uncomprehending look.
It was a very
no.
stoic look. Yes, it was a very stoic look. when he
Yeah.
got frozen.
Nice.
But I'm back. Yeah, I basically missed all of that.
Right. So as I was okay, you spaced out there for a while. Are you okay?
Yeah, no, nobody's asked me that before. Sorry, I needed to. take it
Oh
on.
yeah. So I was thinking, because you're not very sort of pro revolution, And
Mm-hmm.
I'm trying to think of ways in which people will understand what we're doing and join up. But I'm also trying to think of ways in which, like, I want to scare our enemies till they shit themselves, you know? So I kind of want to practice speeching because I feel like when I'm being like this big scary purple devil, like I really, really scare the pants off of them, right? And I was thinking, well, I could be scary, but I could also be like persuasive, like I could be nice. And I'm not sure what to be, because I know Teferi would just tell me to chop fingers off. And then Pharaoh would tell me to cuddle them. And then Sykes would be gone because he's hiding from Pharaoh. And Illyria would leave us because she doesn't care about us anymore. But you're here. So...
Yes.
Oh god.
Oh, that hit me right in the
Issues.
feelings. Oh boy. Yeah.
And so
Oh, no.
I was just thinking, should I like practice being like scary speeching, or more like, hey, join us, kind of speeching? Because I'm not great at that. I can do it, but like it takes a lot of practice.
Well, I think we do most of the scaring of our enemies with the weapons. I think.
Yeah, but I'm like a
we-
big walking weapon, you know.
Yeah, but I mean, it would be good to do, of course, but I'm just so concerned that this will all just escalate, right? If we just try and get our enemies right at the top, then we can limit the bloodshed. But yeah, if there's just chaos, people will fight anyway. So I think it's good if you try to get people on our side.
Right. So I should.
We can fight with the ones that aren't.
Yeah. Yeah, no, we've got solutions for those situations. Okay. Yeah, I can try. But you know, back in fall, I just used to flirt my way out of situations, and that worked just fine. Here, they don't.
I don't know how you feel about that, but the whole country, I think, is a bit much.
To flirt with.
Yes.
Yes, that's what I was thinking, especially when I look like this. All right, so I will try speeching as myself or as somebody. Should I just be somebody else?
No, just as you.
I was thinking that would solve everything if I was not me.
Well, but then at some point they'll probably know you are you.
Yeah.
And they thought you were not you, and then we have a new problem.
Right.
Then they're gonna be mad at that. You know what?
Right.
I wanted people here have been nice. I've been wanting to give a show anyway. How about you? You're pretty good at announcing that. How about we try to practice and you?
Wait, you're doing a show? Is Hercules going to be in it?
Yes.
Cool. Can you lift something big again?
Yes.
Cool.
I'll ask Carol to play the drums again, and we'll make it a
Wait.
whole team effort.
I will ask volunteers to be lifted.
Yes. Yes.
The human ball.
I don't think that's going to be hard to persuade people. It must be really fun.
But it will be fun.
Good. I can do that. I will practice all day, and then I will give a big speech, and then we'll ask for volunteers, and then yes, good.
Yes.
I can do that.
I'll go gather around the taverns and get people to hype up the show.
Good. Yes. Okay.
Yes.
And I high five him.
Rack.
Oh, this
So
very
I would like
yeah.
to practice my persuasion, please.
Yes, please roll me the persuasion roll.
I am already proficient, but I want to be extra super good.
Okay, then the DC is 20.
Okay. Well, how about a 23?
Damn.
Very nice. Then you add a full one proficiency dot to this
I'm super persuasive.
for persuasion. Bear in mind that If you are already fully proficient to something, you start again at 0 to become an expert.
Yes, and I need to get how many? 10?
20.
20. Great, I can
Yeah.
do that. I will speech a lot.
Because being an expert is hard, and training being an expert only takes a lot longer than just learning how to do something.
I'll be spending a lot of time by myself in the bathroom in the mirror.
It works.
All of the downtime in this game, Janai just talking in the bathroom.
It works. I mean, it worked for now because you definitely gathered the crowd. Atlas, is there anything that you wanted to train in this mode?
Yeah, well, since we can train to be an expert, since Atlas is getting together his whole stuff for a show, I'll try and start on being an expert at athletics.
Awesome.
Yeah, please.
Mm-hmm. Yeah.
Roll me athletics as you gather together.
You're gonna win every single press-up competition now. Shit.
But unfortunately, the DC is still 20 for this. So while you gather together your heavy lifting equipment and do the various exercises to train the core, train the muscles, train the back and everything to keep it all right. This felt more like maintenance than actual training.
It's been a while since I gave a show, so yeah, sure, a little bit rusty.
Yeah, a little bit rusty. So, but you spend a full day, and the pair of you put on a great show tonight. There are a lot of people together, and actually with Janai, with your very successful chats and speeches around town, you are able to gather a few people that are willing to participate in a lifting competition, lifting experience.
Lifting extravaganza.
Yeah, lifting extravaganza. Wonderful. And you have. I'm gonna do the whole cartoon thing of there being like a box or two boxes, Atlas, and you pick up both boxes with people sitting on, lift them above your arms, above your head. Look how strong I am! And there's lots of praise and cheer from the show today. Illyria, is there anything in particular that you would like to train?
This is the second day, right?
Yep.
Well, she got everything. She'll wait until the last day.
Okay, cool. Tifari, anything that you would like to train?
I would like to continue deception.
All right, roll me deception. And would you like to do that for the whole day?
I will spend one part on deception.
Okay.
And I will do one. I will try and improve. I had a plan, but I forgot what the plan was. Nature.
Oh, okay.
Ooh.
Very nice. You can use your library for that for sure.
Yeah.
Yeah. So roll me your deception roll first as you try to persuade people of various invented lies. Oh. Unfortunately, your lies, while well constructed, were based upon the town itself, and a lot of the townsfolk just went, "Oh, okay, I see what you're doing." You definitely you feel that this time they weren't quite they weren't quite deceived by what you were saying. Your nature roll though is you spend many hours just browsing your library of the various books and items around here. I'll say you get advantage on this one.
Ooh.
All right.
So he rolls a
we'll
21. Let's see if you roll a nat 20.
No.
Alright, okay, fair enough. You spend a good amount of time studying the various books of nature around the place. And there's plenty here. There's plenty to do with the continent of Baron Desh, as you learn many of the great large creatures that exist within the desert of Bunumbral, as well as also several creatures that exist beyond the mountain range that effectively divides the two parts of the continent.
All right, and we have one more day, right?
Yes, you do have one more day.
All right, yeah, I will do deception and nature again.
All right, roll me those two.
Oh, for fuck's sake, it rolled off the 19.
No.
Oh.
Ah, damn it.
You have your rerolls. You get them back every day.
Yeah,
You do.
True. Yeah, I'll use one.
Go for it.
Yeah.
Yeah.
There we go. There we go.
A perfect 10.
There we go. The perfect 10. That was
More
the
than
DC
enough.
you needed.
All right, and then one for nature.
Mhm.
There you are. 14.
You learn even more about the animals around the place, and even some of the idiosyncrasies of certain of the larger creatures that exist within this continent. You even learn that the massive sandworms that exist within the desert seem to be ambush predators, and will lie in wait for many hours, days, or even months for a tiny morsel to appear above them. At which point they burst from the sand and engulf whatever creature that was there. Rarely do
Alright.
they engage in the hunt.
So I've made 5 successful deception checks now, so that means I get half proficiency.
You gain
right?
half proficiency.
Right, and then to start training in full proficiency, it starts at 0 again now, right?
No, you just continue.
Okay. All right.
You continue. You
then
continue up
that's,
to 10.
My training, then, and I mean the rest of the time I'll spend going over the spell books.
Of course, and the second day you get called to a meeting with the councillors, rather than you calling them, they call you with a desire to talk about the plan that you have.
Right.
Farrell
I
is
will
in-
don
we'll
my
get-
fanciest outfit and walk there.
We'll get to that one in a moment. Farrell, is there anything that you would like to train? Oh no, you had a scene. That's all it was. You had a scene.
Yeah. There was some stuff I wanted to do, and if there's some training roles involved, then yeah, we'll take care of that one.
Sure. What is it you wanted to do?
I forgot where I was even keeping him, but I pull out a squirrel.
I had a thought that would be the case.
Yeah, I forgot that I've never even talked to him ever. So I'm gonna do speak with animal and talk with some Ratatasker.
So, from within your armor, where you know that they have been hidden because they have just snuggled themselves in order to hide from the heat and potentially keep themselves safe from whatever damage or danger you decide to place yourself in, you pull out. Well, he had a fluffy tail once, and he was definitely less slightly threadbare than he is right now. But you pull out Ratatasker, a
Sorry.
red squirrel whose owner was Garm a long time ago. But he's not looking great. Perhaps the desert weather isn't particularly nice to a red squirrel. As he just looks up at you, so with the kind of sort of tilted head of curiosity and wondering why he's being disturbed from his slumber.
I'm so hungry.
Yeah, I cast speak with animal and I speak squirrel to him. Yeah, I'm just like, hi, how are you doing? Do you want to like do something today?
You're talking to me? Why are you talking to me? How are you talking to me? This is not possible.
I actually always could talk to you. I just had forgotten to.
Why, it's about bloody time. I've been stuck here forever. I'm stuck in your armor. I'm doing all sorts of stuff. It's fine. It's really. I'm here because I had to be here. You took me.
I'm sorry, little guy. But I can try to make it up to you.
Well, make it up right now and put me down. I'm gonna go look for nuts.
Okay.
You put him down?
Yeah.
You put him down. He jumps off your hand and goes, "Oh shit! 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 Hot! 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 And immediately jumps back into your
I
hand.
pick him back up. Yeah. Okay. Well, we can look for nuts together.
Okay, fine. We'll do that. Why did he sort of just he scampers up your arm to your shoulder. Shoulder goes,
I give him a little.
why are we here?
Because
Look, you're taking too long. Come on, speed up.
oh, I'm trying to think to put this in a term that you would
Just
understand.
talk.
'cause
Just
I
talk.
don't-
Just look. This is how it is. You just talk, okay? If you don't talk, I get bored and I run off. Come on.
There are people that want to hurt us, and we are here to defend those from those people. To defend.
So why did you
ourselves
take me?
from those people. Like,
Why am I here? Why did you bring me here?
You are here because I was supposed to look after you because you know the big guy that you were traveling with a long time ago.
Yes,
like,
my master.
Yeah. Because he's gone, for the moment. So like, I was gonna take care of you instead.
Right.
for a
Okay.
while.
Well, you do understand that I do know what death is. We squirrels don't live for very long. I know what death is.
Oh yeah.
And he was a good master. He found me really well, actually, which you're not doing very well. I have to keep hunting for things myself. But he found me very well. He kept me all nice and well, warm and fed, and actually kept my tail nice and fluffy as well. You're not doing any of that.
I know. I'm sorry. I will try to make it up to you.
Well, we can start by finding nuts. Does this place have nuts?
Okay. Yes. Yeah. I'll try to find nuts. Where do I find nuts? I just ask around, like I literally just turn around and like ask, like,
Where are they?
Well, I hear the vultures are not very well endowed, so don't check with them.
So begins a little quest for the search of nuts for Ratataska, who is a bit of a bully. You actually now learn he's a bit of a feisty character.
And
Perhaps-
if
well, also I deserve it.
Oh
That's
man,
also fair.
Ratatasker, my boy.
So as me talking with my squirrels having a rave of a head. Yeah, sorry, Christina, I have. So Farrell, you know what? Let's have this as a roll.
Sure.
Fuck it. Let's turn this into a learning moment. Let's have you roll investigation.
Ooh.
Oh, okay.
Oh,
Yeah.
nice.
There's another point
What's
towards
the
your
worst?
investigation there, Farrell.
Ratatasker,
How many
my
would
boy.
you say that I
my
have?
son.
Because I haven't actually tried to say
That's
I've
true.
trained it, but I have
Yes.
rolled it a lot.
That is true, but you did do it a lot previously, so I'll add 3 automatically to you.
Okay, and this would be the 4th.
This will be the 4th. Yeah.
Ooh, okay.
Farrell's on the case.
Yeah, I'm investigating for nuts.
I actually now have
It
to look
was
this up.
melons, and now it's nuts.
It was
It's
melons.
quote
Now it's nuts.
time.
Oh jeez. I actually have to look up if if there are actually any of that kind of thing. So, all right. Okay, so you do actually eventually find a stall which is selling various types of dried fruits, nuts and berries and things like that. And you do and they do have a whole variety of nuts that you have never seen before. Whereas previously you know of the it's just My brain's gone places, and it shouldn't have gone those places.
Don't look at my face then, because it's the same places.
Yeah. That's. I did. I looked at you, Lydia, and then it just. And then my
Shouldn't
brain
have
went
done
there
that.
too.
Never do that.
Never do that. No, no. But you find, whereas back in the hegemony, I nearly said the UK then. Back in the hegemony, you have things like conkers, and you have conkers and chestnuts and things like that. Here you have much smaller nuts and much more sort of longer and flatter varieties, which don't mean the plant doesn't just end up using a lot of water in order to produce, and you end up grabbing a bunch and handing it to Ratataska.
I try to find which one is like. I ask him which one's his favorite, because then I'll get a larger handful of those.
Which one's my favorite? Chestnuts.
Oh, okay. I'm glad that you're not picky.
Chestnuts are my favorite. And you look down, and there's no chestnuts.
Actually, fun fact: chestnuts and walnuts are the two most preferred nuts for squirrels.
I know.
They really, really love walnuts, and they love chestnuts too.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah. It's funny. I actually did that in my own backyard to find out which nuts a squirrel preferred.
Squirrel research is very important.
Yeah, squirrel research is very, very important. It is.
Yeah.
Yeah,
it is.
It was like an elementary school project. And that was fun.
But moving things on before we get completely distracted.
Yep.
You see that there are no chestnuts here, but there are these flatter almost, well, almonds. That's basically what they are. You find almonds. You find macadamias. You find pine nuts with these tiny nuts in a small basket. And you start feeding them, then handing them one at a time to Ratataska. Ratataska takes the macadamia. It's fucking huge in his paws. It's ginormous. And he looks at us and goes, "I can't do this. I can't get my mouth in it." And basically devours the entire macadamia. That was strange. That was nice. That was smoky. Odd. Not one of those. And you... he kind of starts demanding various different nuts from you as you spend time with him.
He's demanding my nuts.
Oh, fuck. I was trying to avoid saying that.
You can try all
I
you
couldn't
like.
help it.
I know you could.
I didn't want to say anything, but I already went there.
Yeah.
Oh, we were already there a long time ago.
Yeah.
Mm-hmm.
So, is there anything else that you would like to do today or in these next 2 days, Farrell?
Yeah, I might spend the rest of this day grooming him, and then I have a different idea for tomorrow.
Okay. He allows you to do that. As you offer it, he does actually allow you to do it. And he calms down a bit from being the aggressive, pissed off bully. Bully that he was being, and calms down a bit and sort of starts to try and help you groom him. As you realise that it's quite difficult to groom a squirrel's tail. Shania and Atlas.
That very, fine hair.
It does have very fine hair. Shania and Atlas. After the celebration and the show that you both put on, the crowd has departed and headed off home for the evening, and the two of you are left with a sense of accomplishment and achievement. And you know what? Screw it. You can also get some money for this too. You get 4 gold pieces.
Each?
No, total. Total.
I gave them all to Atlas.
Right.
Yay!
You earned half of this.
No. You did all the good stuff. I just talked a lot. I do that anyway.
That is true, but you were part of the show. No. You earned your fame.
No. If you want a show, like I do a different kind of show. That's not. Did you just hear Sykes laughing in a pervy way in the background? I thought I could hear pervy
I
Sykes.
think so.
He must be back
was on the attic.
from hiding. We
So
should.
now he's hiding to stalk you.
We'll have to find him soon.
Getting kind of worried.
Anyway, I performed like the last time it was in the song and dance in fall, and you weren't even there. So, but I do some dancing. But that's a show. This is not a show. You should get all this gold, okay? Last time I like. Well, let's not talk about last time that I earned gold for you, and there you go. Just take it, okay? Buy yourself something pretty.
Only take half.
And also,
I throw it at him and
just
run
lying
away.
there.
I think.
I'll just dive in here. Thank you so much, Christina. That's really generous of you. Thank
What
you.
did Christina do?
Donate.
Ah!
What would you like to use that tip for? Apologies, Janine Atlas.
Well, I guess the other way.
No, nothing. I think I should give Christina something back. Just a second. Here, keep that.
I don't even remember what that was. Reroll for Sykes and Defari. Okay, I will put those in.
Thank you.
All right.
We were saying.
You were
Okay, fine. Fine.
Just take the money.
Okay, but I will buy you something and then I'll give it to you, and you won't even know that you got it until it's already there, huh?
It's yours to do with as you wish.
Okay, fine. Now, shall we spy on your wife or not?
Well, no, I wanted to spy on
Okay,
with Sykes, but
okay.
we'll do that once we found him.
You
But-
want to spy
but
on
if
Sykes'
there's-
wife while he's not here?
No, that's just strange.
Oh, okay. Sorry, I'm
That's
still
just
checking
strange.
out what is
But
normal.
you can only do it once a day.
Yeah.
Oh, and he's not here. Oh, maybe we should. And then we
Maybe
tell
I
him
could
about
also
it,
go to
'cause-
like
'cause he's
this
not
random
here.
guy in the village with the mustache. He was talking about that he really wanted to see somebody. I could like offer myself. I'm just saying I could like do like sell some lemonade, offer some scrying, you know, like you said.
Yeah, I mean,
Spry
it's
lemonade.
I mean, it's good business, but I think if you offer it, choose your clients wisely. You're gonna get a lot of weird requests.
Oh yeah, yeah. Weird. Oh, I'm going to see things I don't want to see, huh? Okay.
Yeah.
Well,
Well,
now I feel
I
a
mean-
little weird
mean-
about scrying on your wife, man. I don't know what she's up to.
it's also that we're not married, you know. We're not even
Oh,
together right now.
so I
It's
know,
kinda-
but you love her,
it's
and
kinda-
I'm just like, that's basically. I see the way your eyes go when you talk about her. So like, that's basically a wife, right?
Yeah. I guess that's why I'm trying to
Right.
learn how to build things. Meanwhile,
Yeah.
I want to build a house, but it's kind of weird. She's a princess. She's got a house, but I don't.
You
I don't know.
wanna?
That's all up here. Who knows?
Hey, you got stuff up there. People, I know about you. You can do stuff up there.
Yeah. But it's
Yeah.
I'm just trying to say that's all for the future. You know, we don't really know what's gonna happen.
No, but it's good to think that you have a future, and
Yeah.
yeah, and you're really cute when you talk about your wife. Okay.
Atlas looks at his shoes. Goes all red.
Right.
Oh.
So what should I call her? Like your crush, your girlfriend, your soulmate?
You can.
That
I
doesn't
guess
roll off the top.
Calling her by her name is normal, I guess.
Ipona. Okay.
Yeah.
You're Ipona.
Yeah. Well, yeah. I kind of like the sound of that. Yeah.
Okay, good. Yes. So, do
Yeah.
I'm
But shall we scry on Sykes' wife and tell him about it, and then tomorrow? Because you can only do it once a day.
yeah, I really only can do it once a day. But I'm starting to get the idea. I'm starting to get the idea that scrying on people without their consent or their partner's consent at least is like a little bit. I'm feeling a little weird about.
It is weird.
Oh
It
no!
is weird.
Oh,
Just
that's
a
why
little
he
bit.
did it. Okay.
Yeah, I did my whole sort of squirming thing again. Because Christina just tipped
I
again.
thought that was because of
No.
Janae
That
Alice,
wasn't
but
because that
yeah.
wasn't
Thank you
because
so
of
much,
you, it's because
Christina.
of Christina. But thank you so much.
That's why I laughed. But
Christina.
yeah,
That's so sweet.
that's
of you.
awesome.
My scores couldn't handle
Aw.
not matching, so rerolls for the rest. Oh, okay. Thank you, Christina. It's so very, very sweet of you. Thank you. If you ever want to see me squirm, that's what you gotta do.
That's all you gotta do. You compliment him and give him money.
Yeah, I'm not good at that. I'm not good at accepting any of that.
Or give him the Nurgle squishy dice.
Ha! Shut up!
See?
You just need to mention those things. No!
Oh, his Nurgle's his name. That's what I was forgetting.
Nurgles.
No. I will
I gotta write
explain.
that down
I
so I
will.
don't forget.
I will
Nurgle.
explain that later.
Okay, it has
When
been
it
written
comes
down,
to
so I have not forgotten now.
Thank you,
Yeah.
Christina. It's very sweet.
Rather than session notes now.
Yeah.
So, back to
So-
Shania and Atlas. So, I'm getting the sense that you're not going to be scrying.
I'm letting Atlas decide.
Okay.
Let's cry in Sykes' wife. It's his own fault for hiding.
Yes.
Okay.
Am I
Should have come out
am
of
I
that
making
bathroom
you
by
a
now. He
worse
should know that
person?
the game is over.
Atlas? I'm not supposed to be making you worse. You're supposed to make me better.
Well, I'm trying to do him, I'm trying to do him a favor because tomorrow, I wanted to.
Okay, we'll
would
surprise
be-
him. Like, we'll do
Yeah.
like a
It'll
little
be like-
ta-da.
Yeah, we've
Your wife is
got your
okay.
back, right? You weren't here
Yeah.
for the scrying, but yeah.
Yeah, you were out licking cactus or something. I don't know what he's up to.
Licking cactus.
Probably.
Oh yeah, so there's pins in my tongue.
I hope he hasn't like found another sky whale or something to ride.
No, but if it gets weird, this never happened. All right.
Okay.
That doesn't sound very promising. Oh man. Chop top. And okay, let's go.
Okay. So, I have to actually ask a couple of questions here now. You have heard of this target, so you've heard of Madrid.
I've heard of Madrid.
You've never
Sykes
met
doesn't
them.
really stop talking about his wife. Let's
No.
face it.
Well, you've never met them, and you don't know them well.
No, I don't know the bell.
Neither do you have a likeness or a picture, a possession or a garment, or something physical from them. So, this because you only have heard of them, even though Sykes doesn't shut up about her, it still only counts as second hand. So this gains a +5 to their saving throw. And she's already pretty wise, so this might work. What is your DC?
Good question. Would it be my spell save DC?
Yes.
All right, that's just an 11. So
If I roll on that 1, you succeed.
great.
Do it.
Oh.
To 12.
Oh.
No perfect things tonight.
Just one off.
Aw.
Just
one
one
off.
off.
So, as you sit there and just, I'm gonna do this. We'll surprise him. I'm gonna do this. You cast the spell, and you feel yourself being pulled out and traveling again great distances over great speed before you slam into what feels like a brick wall and are thrown backwards, thrown all the way back to your body. You come back very, very, very quickly back in. You feel like the spell has just been. You feel that something has prevented you from being able to scry.
I think she was like in the bath or something, because I think she slammed the door on me.
Oh shit! Oh no!
Oh, it hurts. My forehead hurts.
Sorry, this was a bad idea. Let's not tell Sykes we tried this. All right.
I'm not telling a single. You're not telling anybody either.
Oh, very good.
Ow.
Oh.
I'm going to bed.
I want to pipe up real quick. I absolutely love the dynamic of Alice and Sinead. I feel like it's like two groups of friends turning off their brains, and then this comes out.
It's dumbass
great.
central. It's great.
It's great.
Yeah.
I absolutely love it.
So, I'm keeping an eye on the time, so I do want to move to the third day, but I want to try and keep this as quick as possible. So, Sykes, for your third day, you are still hunting down a vault to try and make it your pet, correct?
Mm-hmm.
All right. I'm not going to ask you how you're going to do this, because you have the rotten flesh, and there is still the carcass of that desert deer. It has a natural name, but that desert deer there, which you can use. Please roll me an animal handling check to see if you can try and lure a vulture to follow you.
I think I will do this with no proficiency, so I can try to train it again.
Okay.
Okay. Oh no, I'm using my reroll.
Okay. The DC is 15, so you are aware.
Oh my god, and that's
Oh, that's a 17.
17. They said the DC was 15, so you are able to succeed in persuading a vulture at least to follow you, if not work for you.
Would I get the one more point for it not being proficient?
And you do get the one more point for not being proficient, yes.
Got it. I just marked that down, so...
Yes, please. So you are able to gain you have now sort of hopping behind you a much smaller version of the vultures that flocked to the carcass that you made the previous day. It is a lot smaller. Seems to be a much younger version of this vulture. So obviously, good. It can grow to be the big, large, proud vulture that this was before. But you have a vulture that is following you.
Okay.
I'm not going to say it's your pet yet. It is just following you.
Okay. Can I try and entice it to jump on my arm, so it doesn't have to just keep walking everywhere?
Sure. So it'll be another animal handling check.
Okay, I'll do this with the proficiency, so this isn't for training or anything.
All right. So you're gonna have the whispering ghosts help you with that.
Yeah. Good thing. 18.
18. It's the vulture does jump up into your arm, and as it jumps up into your arm, even though it's a smaller, younger variety of this vulture, it's heavy. That's a heavy bird. But you have it.
Yeah. And I'll... That's a heavy bird. I will
Fuck
give
my
it some
brain
of
sometimes.
I will give it some of the
Rude.
decomposing meat that I had, kind of enticing it to come on, and then I will stroke its front feathers to kind of like how birds like their belly kind of stroke.
It allows for a moment before it pecks down. Doesn't bite your hand, but it pecks down near your hand to get you to stop. A very clear sign of that's enough. I've had enough.
Yeah, I stop. Then I'll head back.
Farrell, for your last day?
Yee. I'm going to try to perform a ritual again. Speak with the mother tree.
Okay. So, for this ritual, and I remember that you go to a quieter place to perform it.
Mhm.
Placing the different. It was 8 items, I believe, from what I remember. Please correct me.
Yep.
Placing the 8
Yes, it was,
items in a circle around you to commune with your deity. You sit there in taking the meditative pose and get going almost into a trance. I actually have notes about this. Let me try and find them. Here we go. As you go into that meditative pose, it takes a while, but eventually you find your vision going out from that darkness that you normally see from the inside of your eyelids to seeing this beautiful tree that extends upwards above your head and down into the darkness below, where you know that it has its roots. The upper branches of the tree spread out and form what you know to be at least this plane of Malintar. And previously, where you remember seeing this vision and seeing that beside you, that tall figure with this long black robe hiding much of its figure and body except for this wide grin coming out from underneath it. You see that version again, and previously in the previous version you also saw these lights on the tree that would move together. You see again 2 of these lights. One this brilliant bright red, and another this brilliant purple and gold light. In your previous vision, you watched as these 2 lights seemed to move together, and the purple and gold moving to the red, and that figure, that black cowled figure with the grinning mouth underneath, whom you know to be Death, reaching out towards the tree. You're watching it do it again, but then there's this flash. There's a flash of light, completely out of the blue, comprised of multiple different colours. Of red, of black, of white, of green, of purple, of lavender, flashes out. And the grasp of this image of Death pulls backwards as though something has deflected it. And it looks again hungrily at the tree, trying to seemingly almost with this ravenous desire to consume this image in front of you. And you can see that the golden purple light has been cast down away from this red light. And there is almost this palpable sense of relief, and almost a sense of tension being released from this tree that you're seeing. But the tension is not fully gone. It's just whatever's happened, whatever was going to happen hasn't happened, and there is some sense of thank goodness that didn't happen, but there is still a sense of tension, a sense of something is still going to happen.
So something was paused, but not thwarted completely.
Something has been paused, yes. What that something is, as you're watching, that red light fades from existence. But it doesn't go anywhere near that purple and gold light that you're seeing. It just simply fades from existence. But you notice that that purple and gold light seems to pulse, 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 and begin to almost strobe as it gets faster and faster and faster and faster and faster before you see that long skeletal hand reaching out again from the area where the black cowled creature with the grinning mouth reaches across to where that light is, holds onto it and pulls it into itself. And as it's pulling it towards it, the tree seems to get pulled along with it. And it takes the light into its mouth and swallows. The tree goes with, and it takes the entire tree into itself until the entire vision is. And that's where your vision returns. As your eyes open, you see the world around you. The hot air of the day, the dust from the sand, and the unusual mixture of sand and plants in the peace of the moment around.
Well, next week, I'm definitely gonna have a chat with Mark. See, to tell him about that, see what he can make of it too.
Thank you, Christina, for the insight check for Sykes. I will make a note of that. Illyria, I know there's something that you want to do. I kind of want to save that until next week, if you're okay with that.
I'm not sure you could see. There we go. A thumbs up. There we go.
I got a thumbs up. Shania and Atlas, is there anything you wish to do during the day?
I'll make another roll for carpentry, but not.
Yeah, please.
Yep.
Please do. You can do that twice if you wish.
Yep. I'll do that. So here will come the first one. Ooh, nice.
Ooh, very nice.
Good job.
Second one.
Ah.
Oh.
Makes up for the first one.
It makes up the first one. You have perfected the art of being able to plane a plank of wood now flat. He then starts to teach you joinery, and then that's where things start to fall down again. Pun fully intended.
Sounds on point.
Shania, is there anything in particular that you wish to do in the last part of this?
I'm going to practice my persuasion again. I think I'm going to see if Tefare wants any help plotting, scheming, and planning, and see if I can start some speech writing or something for him.
All right, roll me your persuasion, please.
Nope.
Oh no! This perhaps the rousing speeches and conversations that you had the previous day were a bit too good.
I can't spell.
That's the issue. That's the issue. Makes things hard. I want to get to the very, very final point of the day, which is Sykes returning with a vulture on his shoulder.
Perfectly normal.
Perfectly normal. Because I do believe that Sykes, you would like Shania to scry on somebody, I believe. Or is it Atlas? Sorry, Atlas, you wanted to scry on somebody in this third day, right?
It was Atlas. He wanted to wait for me. So
That's
now I'm
right.
back. Yeah.
Mr. Vulture also wanting to hear about somebody's wife?
See,
Oh, sorry. I didn't say I went out. I went out to find a bird of some kind. I was hoping to find a bigger one, but I mean, I'll take what I can
feed him
get.
well.
So, yep,
Yeah.
I got his food right here, and I pull out some decomposing meat and toss it to him again.
Oh,
does he have a? No.
Haven't decided on a name yet. I'll have to think of that.
ah. Hmm.
Cute.
But he's still young, so he's got some training to do. So, but he is heavy.
Yeah, we thought you were last when we were playing hide and seek.
Yeah, I
I'm
did
glad
end
you
up
were
waiting
up to
for
something
Farrell
better.
again, but yeah, the
Yeah,
next day
yeah.
when that's
But yeah, it's good that we see you, because remember we talked about when the scrying we talked about.
Oh yeah.
Now, right?
Oh
You-
shit, sorry about that.
Yeah, no problem. We we decided to do the scrying today, not yesterday. Definitely
Oh.
not yesterday.
No.
Okay.
So yeah, we can scry again and see if you can from Janae's description make something more out where she might be.
Yeah.
Right. Okay, so we're scrying for this guy Zipona. And
he's listening.
and I can't talk while I'm scrying, but I'll tell you both at the same time when I'm done.
Yes.
Okay. Shut up. Okay. Let's go.
I would say you can talk.
I can?
I'd say
I've been
you
able
can.
to talk this whole time. It's great. It's gonna make this an
I'd say-
interactive experience.
No, I'd say you can talk. You just can't hear them.
Ah, great. I'll blabber.
Yeah. I'd say you can. It's also a little bit like sort of the familiar when wizards use their familiar to look through their eyes. I'd say you can talk.
Right. You know what you're doing to yourself now, right? Just checking. Okay. Yeah.
Shit. Yeah, I do now. Bollocks. So I need to ask. You have not made the target, but you have heard the target.
Yes,
I've scryed on her before.
You have.
She
You
was
have.
wearing a green dress.
So you.
I'll bring my letter and my loot.
There we go. You
Set
have.
the mood.
You have a possession.
Yeah.
You have possession. That's what I wanted to know. Do you have a likeness or a picture of her?
Right, I drew one in the sand last time, if I remember correctly. So I'll get my sharpest stick.
Oh, I remember. It was a beautiful stick figure.
Roll me performance roll.
Joke's on you. That was
17.
actually good at
All
that,
right, it's
'cause
pretty
he's
good this time.
entertaining.
You really captured those smile.
-2, -4. Okay, cool.
Mm-hmm.
This actually turns it into a straight roll. 6. Shania, you cast a spell, and your head moves back immediately, falling back. Your eyes roll out, and you feel yourself being pulled out again. In that, kind of getting a little bit familiar with that sense of constant, fast, vicious movement that this spell causes you, and you feel yourself being pulled across lands and mountains and rivers and all sorts of lands, and you find yourself eyes almost being slammed, seeing this vision of this beautiful elven woman with, again, a very, very quite low cut dress, except previously where you saw her, she was sitting at a desk writing something. This time you see her in what can only be described as a hall, but a debating hall with a big stall in front of her, and as your vision kind of moves around her to see wherever you can, sort of from behind. This hall seems to be very, very large.
Okay. Can you tell me about the colors around, any sort of decoration in the hall?
I need a perception
like
roll
that?
from you for that.
Yeah, I will do so.
Because your vision is focused on her and it's very difficult to see beyond.
Perceive the shit out of this hole. 10.
A 10. It's difficult. It's difficult to see any decorations. It's difficult to see any items that will stand out as soon as you see it. What you do get a sense of, though, is this is not a hall like a king, like the throne in Fall. This is a much larger chamber, and as you're watching and listening, you can hear many voices speaking and talking all the time. There's this constant sort of hubbub of sound going on at any point within this room. And then you hear somebody lean over. My Lady Opona, will you please just say something to break the mood? And you see Opona just go, yes, my lord, I will say something. And you watch her stand up. My lords and ladies of the house, we have been debating this bill for many, many days. It would be good to gain a solution to this issue. You hear a voice coming, but you're a foreigner to our lands. You know nothing about what we do here. And you see Opona's jaw tense slightly. I am aware that I am a foreigner in these lands. I was sent here and requested by your queen, I will point out. This bill is meant to be for the good of both our countries. We need to resolve it. There's a slight silence from people. And then yes, and a general acceptance that things need to happen. And then you hear it, so, what is it we are going to do? And that starts up a great hubbub of sound again from the entire room, as many people just start shouting out their ideas for. They're talking about boundaries, and then they're talking about trees for some reason. And then they start talking about mountains, and they start talking about the beasts in the mountains, and they start talking about patrolling these two places. And then there's this, and then somebody shouts out, "But the trees belong to us! That is our birthright! You know that!" And you hear Epona shout back, "Those trees have been in our part of the land for many a generation. They do not belong to you, they belong to us." And then the hubbub continues on for almost the entire length of your spell before your vision is pulled back and you feel yourself travel back to your body and then land back in your vision.
While that was going on, I have been reporting. So there's this really oily there. She's like in a big place. It's really big. Okay, if you see like the biggest place you've ever seen, but it's bigger than that. Okay, fine. So it's like huge.
Bigger than a palace?
It's just and then it's full of people. I can't hear you anyway, so I'm just gonna keep talking.
Oh.
It's full of people, and there's a lot of people around, and they're like a little pissy or something, and it's just a little sort of super tense kind of. And then this old guy, I don't know if he's old actually, but he sounded like he was a dick, and he just said like, "Oh, will you please say something to brighten the mood?" And I don't know. how you break the mood, but she went and broke it because she was like, "Oh, lords, ladies, we've been talking about this bullshit for many days," and she wants like to solve something like a problem. And they were like, "Shut up, you foreigner! You know nothing, you idiot!" Stuff like that. And then she's like super tense, but like she looks really good with a lot of cleavage. Yeah, Liz is, it's good. But she's super tense, and she's like, "I'm aware I'm a foreigner, but yeah, your queen said I should be here, so that's what happened, and now you need to listen." And there was a guy called Bill, and he was supposed to be good for both countries.
A guy
And
called Bill.
they wanted to.
Sorry.
Can I focus? And they wanted to fix something, and then they started talking a lot about mountains and trees and things. And this old guy wanted to keep the trees, and she was like, "No, they're my trees. You fuck off." And then they kept arguing about a lot of things, but they were talking about like what's the fucking plan and about patrols and things. And I think they just all want stuff. And she was trying to make them agree. Her and Bill.
Pretty official.
Ooh.
Their queen? Oh.
Atlas. This does not require any roll from you, because this is something you would know. The Queen, you know that your own country doesn't have a reigning monarch. It has an elected leader, but it doesn't have a queen. The only country that you know of does have a queen is Shasserton. Which is the neighbouring country to your own. And that's where I'm going to let you guys ponder all that information. Because it be that time.
Yeah.
It do be that time,
It do be
especially
several
on
minutes
daylight
past that
saving.
time.
Yeah, especially on daylight savings time, man. It's like 4 p.m. over here.
Extra rough.
Oh wow. 4 p.m. already, jeez.
Yeah, fuck daylight savings time. Should
no
never
fear.
exist.
That was fun.
Oh, shit,
Yeah,
I knew there was-
Yes, it was.
I knew there was something I meant to tell you guys beforehand. So, yeah, I hope you guys have fun. I hope you guys at home hang out with us and chilling, and also enjoyed the rather more relaxing episode today.
Good team building one.
Yeah, there were some really nice moments. There were some really,
Including
really
our
nice moments today.
Farm, including our zoo.
Yeah, God, yeah, increasing your bloody zoo. Jeez. Any particular memorable moments that stood out to you guys?
Yeah, I think all the scenes with Shania and Atlas were great, but I also really liked Radatasker.
Yeah.
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 Radatasker, my
Maniacal little
boy,
fella.
my son. It's been
He
too
was
long.
deservedly angry, and that came out very well.
Yeah, and he deserved to
That was so
be,
fair.
'cause, yeah, I've neglected him for so long, and I feel
Yeah.
bad.
He's had to hunt for himself. He's had to go and try and find his own damn food.
Mm.
Yeah.
He was expected to get it done for him, but now he has to do it himself. He's had to do it himself. He's kind of pissed. And he's in a place that's not suitable for him.
I
True.
was about the same thing, TK.
Oh
That was
man,
mine.
Radatasker, my boy, my son.
Farrell forgetting he was playing hide and seek because he started looking for Starfruit with Hercules.
Yeah,
That was what I was
gonna
say, yeah.
honestly
Top
mine.
notch moment.
He rolled
Because
a 1,
I-
rolled a 2 to get a
I
1.
have, Yeah, I have a weakness for Hercules myself, so it's like I relate to Farrell that Hercules could have just completely distracted him.
Yeah.
Soon as Hercules showed up,
'Cause, like,
I'm just like, fuck. But no, it was good. It's like, he's gonna forget about us.
Also kind of appropriate, I feel, for
Uh-huh.
Yeah,
Farrell.
seems about right.
So,
It was
so
good.
it feels kind of on point for him. Oh, that was fun.
I love
was
that we
really
then
fun.
fully lost Sykes for several days after
Yeah,
that
just
game of hide and seek.
a full day and a
Just
half.
wandered off.
Went to live with the vultures.
Yeah.
Yeah. So yeah, that's it. That's gonna be us. That's gonna be us. That's it. That's gonna be us for today. No live stream tomorrow because I have to work. But Saturday will be the Hidden Worm, and Sunday will be Fortune's Whimsy. This is going to be a bit of news to some of my players. Sorry, I meant to mention this to you during the break or earlier today, but completely forgot. There will be no Scarlet Guard next week because my folks, my parents are coming over. So, and I would like to spend what little time I'm going to have available with them when they arrive. So, next week Thursday there'll be no Scarlet Guard because I'll be spending time with my old folks. So,
Keep them
Yeah,
for me.
totally.
Yeah.
Yeah. Tell them I said hi, even though they have no idea who.
Oh yeah, I will. They have no idea what I do here. They have no idea about this. They have no idea about this whole streaming thing. But they like to hear my stories. So, and I will tell them.
Just
later
say that you have
sometimes,
internet friends. You know.
Yeah, we're internet friends.
Oh, they know of you. They know of you
We
guys.
know where you live.
Some of you actually do know where I live. Yes,
I
it's
told
true.
my internet friends where I live.
I know where you live. You know, boat.
You know I live on a boat. Yeah. All right,
Yeah,
let's
yeah,
go and
so
raid.
I technically know where you live.
Yeah, you technically know that I live on a boat. Let's go and
Yeah.
raid somebody. Who are we going to raid today? Let's do some. Who are we going to raid? Phaedron. Have we not raided them before? I think we have raided them before, but I can't remember. It's been a while. Yeah, we're going to go and
The
raid
name
Phaedron.
sounds vaguely familiar.
Feels
Yeah.
vaguely familiar, yeah. Mr. Kareem first this game. That's good to hear. They'll probably be very confused about why you're there, but they'd accept you. They're actually very accepting people. Yeah, let's raid Phaedron. They're D&D Returns / Curse Breakers. No idea what that means. But it looks like they are playing D&D and in the middle of an arena combat by the looks of it. So yeah, that's gonna be fun. Head over there, give them some likes, loves, hugs, follows, all that wonderful stuff now you guys are capable of. Yeah, I will see you on Saturday, if not in another stream sometime in the future. Guys, take care of yourselves, love each other, give yourselves big hugs. If you love us, big hugs. And we'll see you again soon. Bye.
Bye.
Bye-bye.
Bye.